This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(1:15). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. The Central Bank says that investigations will be conducted on groups who engage in the pyramid scheme. The Electricity Board says that the quantity of water released to the Udawalawe from the Samanalavala will be reduced from today due to the decrease of water level of the Samanalavala. The Agrarian Development Authority says that nearly 10,000 small tanks in the island have dried up due to the prevailing dry climatic situation. The opposition leader says in Parliament that disconnecting electricity in hospitals for the non-payment of bills and the non-provision of fuel for ambulances has become a severe problem for patients. In world news, Indian Prime Minister Modi wins no trust vote over India ethnic violence. The Central Bank says that investigations will be conducted on groups who engage in the pyramid scheme. Assistant Governor of the Bank, KGP, Sidikumara said that if this is a scheme that enhances the benefits, increasing of payments and the number of members under this financial scheme will be illegal. People have been educated through media regarding the 8 such pyramid schemes. According to the Bank Act, engaging in such activities is a punishable offence, and a 3-year prison sentence will be imposed for persons dealing in these schemes. He requested the public to inform the bank of such pyramid schemes. The Electricity Board says that the quantity of water released from the Udawalawe from the Samanalavala will be reduced from today due to the decrease of the water level in the Samanalavala. The Electricity Board has to reduce the implementation of the electricity generating machine due to the whirlpools. 7.5 million cubic litres of water have been released to the Udawalawe from the Samanalavala. The Electricity Board said that the water capacity of the Samanalavala has been reduced to 8%. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
We continue with local news. The Agrarian Development Authority says that nearly 10,000 small tanks in the island have dried up due to the prevailing dry climatic situation. Due to this situation, it is a difficult task to provide water for paddy and crop cultivation in several districts. The most affected districts are Kurunegala, Anuradhapura, Ampara, Monaragala and Hambantota. The Disaster Management Centre said that more than 50,000 families in 13 districts are facing drinking water problems. Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa says in Parliament that disconnecting electricity in hospitals for the non-payment of bills and the non-provision of fuel for ambulances has become a severe problem for patients. He requested the Parliament to provide the necessary financial grants speedily. In reply, State Minister for Finance Ranjit Siyambalapitiya said that the government has given priority to the health expenditure. Meanwhile, parliamentarian Daisari Jayasekara said that the water bills in schools have been increased by 900%. Of these bills, the government settles a part of these bills and the rest are settled by the parents. That ends the local.
Elevate your life with People's Bank Excelsior. A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Ceylon Electricity Board has restored the power supply to several sections of the teaching hospital in Badulla, which was disconnected due to the non-payment of outstanding electricity bills. The hospital's electricity bill had added up to a staggering 70 million rupees. On account of this, the CEB disconnected the power supply to the Nurses Training Centre, doctors' headquarters and the nurses' hostel yesterday. However, the hospital's administration has managed to settle 20 million rupees after informing in writing that the remaining outstanding amount would be settled within 1 week. The CEB took measures to restore the disconnected power supply at the aforementioned sections of the facility.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Live is brought to you by
CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
On to Watch Live, the people are facing difficulties for not operating city bus service in Anuradhapura. The bus service of several areas including Anuradhapura, Nilumkulama and Vijayapura are not being operated properly. The private buses are also not operated on time. This is for the attention of the relevant authorities and came to you in Watchlight.
CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
On to world news, the headlines. Indian Prime Minister Modi wins no trust vote over India ethnic violence. At least 23 dead, 30 missing after boat sinks in Rohingya. Scientists and Fermilab close in on the fifth force of nature. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has defeated a no-confidence vote in the Parliament after a 3-day debate. His government was not expected to lose the vote as his Bharatiya Janata Party BJP and its allies have a majority. Mr. Modi criticized the vote as an attempt by opposition parties to defame India. Opposition leaders say the vote was moved to force him to speak on the ethnic clashes in Manipur state. More than 150 people have died and tens of thousands have been displaced in Manipur since May, when clashes broke out between the majority Meitei group and the tribal Kuki minority. Mr. Modi publicly addressed the violence weeks later after a video that showed 2 women being paraded naked by a mob sparked global outrage. The bodies of 23 Rohingyas who were fleeing Myanmar's Rakhine state have been recovered, while 30 others are missing. They said that they were trying to reach Malaysia when their boat carrying more than 50 passengers foundered and its crew on Sunday. 8 people are reported to have survived the mishap. Every year, thousands of Rohingyas attempt the perilous sea journey to Malaysia or Indonesia. They are escaping persecution in Myanmar and overcrowded refugee camps in Bangladesh. Those who died this week include 13 women, 10 men, all Rohingya Muslims, a rescue team told BBC Burmese. Scientists near Chicago say that they may be getting closer to discovering the existence of a new force of nature. They have found more evidence that subatomic particles called muons are not behaving the way predicted by the current theory of subatomic physics. Scientists believe that an unknown force could be acting on the muons. More data will be needed to confirm these results. If they are rectified, it could mark the beginning of a revolution in physics. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. Indian Prime Minister wins no trust votes over India ethnic violence. At least 23 dead, 30 missing after boat sinks in Rohingya. Scientists at Fermilab close to the fifth force of nature.
Development News is brought to you by
Job opportunities from Desha Sri Lanka in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, including company housemaid, salary 156,000 rupees, 23 to 57 years. Contact 037 7500 500.
On to development news. The Kataragama sacred premises will be developed at a cost of 250 million rupees. The road network and the beautification of the environment will also be improved. That was development news.
Job opportunities for women from Deshakti Lanka in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Oman. Company housemaids, caretakers and home cooks in Saudi Arabia for ages 23 to 57 years. Salary starting from 156,000 rupees. Interviews are now on with foreign agents. You can now travel overseas free of charge. Branches Colombo, Kurunagala, Anuradhapura and Matara. Contact number 037 7500 500. Deshakti Lanka Foreign Development Agency.
On to sports news. General Manager of Ceylon Biscuits Limited, Sachi Fernando, said that the 2023 Summer Posha Provincial School Meet will be held in the 5 provinces of Uva, North Central, East, Northwest and South by empowering the country's most popular breakfast cereal brand, which is the flagship brand of CBL subsidiary, will begin on the 15th of this month. Director of Sports of the Ministry of Education, Upali Amaratunga, said that more than 18,000 athletes representing 650 schools will participate in 70 events. The Summer Posha Provincial School Sports Meet 2023 will begin on the 15th of this month with the participation of 18,000 athletes from 5 provinces. They will represent 650 schools to participate in more than 70 events. That was sports news.
Go ekatiyana youth ekat life eke change ekat niyamata set wenna as wahagena dagapu hina habe karanna youth ekat niyamata set wenna friendship එක menna.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business news sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Educational Institute of 1, 2, 3 STEM campus will be opened in Kolopitia. There is a possibility for the children aged 7 to 15 to obtain their practical knowledge on 12 subjects including science, engineering and maths. Chairman of the Institute, Professor Chaminda De Silva, said that the courses will be conducted from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends for a period of 6 months. 150 scholarships will be provided to the children of low-income families. That was business news.
Business news sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekatiyana youth ekat life eke change ekat niyamata set wenna as wahagena dagapu hina habe karanna youth ekat niyamata set wenna friendship එක menna.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news. The Commercial Bank of Ceylon has been ranked the most respected bank in Sri Lanka and the 4th most respected corporate entity in the country overall in 2023. Most respected entities in Sri Lanka rankings published by the LMD magazine. The largest private sector bank in the country, the Commercial Bank, was also ranked 2nd overall across all sectors of business for financial performance and honesty, and was ranked among the top 5 Sri Lankan corporates for vision, management profile, national perspective and corporate culture. And finally, we take a look at the weather report. Several spells of showers will occur in the western and Sabaragama provinces and in the Gaul, Matara, Kandy and Nuwara districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the eastern and Uva provinces and in the Mullaitivu district during the evening or at night. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. To end this afternoon's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. The central bank says that investigations will be conducted on groups who engage in the pyramid scheme. The Electricity Board says that the quantity of water released to the Udavalave from the Samanala River will be reduced from today due to the decrease of the water level of the Samanala River. The Agrarian Development Authority says that nearly 10,000 small tanks in the island have dried up due to the prevailing climatic situation. The opposition leader says in Parliament that disconnecting electricity in hospitals for the non-payment of bills and the non-provision of fuel for ambulances has become a severe problem for patients. And in foreign news, Indian Prime Minister Modi wins no trust votes over India ethnic violence. That ends this afternoon's news broadcast.